Ethnic joke that's allowed in American politics, and it concerns a bar in Boston. It's deserted. There's one guy down at either end of the bar. Finally, one guy goes down the other end of the bar and sits down next to him, and he says, "Where are you from?" He says, "I'm from Ireland." He says, "Really?" He says, "I'm from Ireland too. Let me buy you a drink." Buys the guy a drink. Buys the guy back and forth. He says, "Where are you from in Ireland?" He says, "I'm from Dublin." He says, "I'm from Dublin too." "Really? Well, let me buy you a drink." So back and forth. A little while later, the guy says, "Where'd you go to high school?" He says, "I went to St. Mary's." He says, "You couldn't have." He said, "Yeah, I went to St. Mary's." "I went to St. Mary's." "Really?" Going back and forth. The guy walks into the bar, sees all the commotion down at the end of the bar, and says to the bartender, "What's going on down there?" The bartender said, "It's just the O'Reilly twins getting drunk again." House. There are people here who obviously have a compelling issue that they want to discuss with me, and I will do that with you, not forever. Okay? And I want to take that time so I can respond to your questions or comments. Again, though, I just want to tell you what a wonderful experience this is for me and for Cindy, and to tell you that this is what America is all about. This decision you will make on Tuesday will have one of the key and major impacts on the selection of the next President of the United States. And you take those responsibilities seriously. I'm honored you're here. Everybody in this room had something else to do today. And I want to tell you how honored I am that you would come here. And I'd like to remind you that, in the since 1980, the candidate that has won 2 of the first 3 primaries has been the President of the United States and or the nominee for the party. And you take those responsibilities seriously, and I'm very grateful you're here. My friends, I am running for President of the United States because I believe there's 2 major missions that I have as President. One is to restore trust and confidence in government, and the other is to face and beat back the transcendental challenge of the 21st century, which is radical Islamic extremism. And my friends,
People are dying, and you're not even trying. People with AIDS are dying, and you're not even trying. People with AIDS are dying, and you're not even trying. People with AIDS are dying, and you're not even trying. People with AIDS are dying, and you're not even trying. McCain! You're not even trying. McCain! People with AIDS are dying, and you're not even trying. McCain! People with AIDS are dying, and you're not even trying.
I've always been curious why people like you who live in a free and open society would disrespect one of the most fundamental parts of America, and that is the ability to take part in a conversation with people who are aspiring for office. I'll never understand it. Yes, sir. I'll never understand. Of successfully done is deprived a few people here of asking a question or making a comment to me, which is what a town hall meeting is supposed to be all about.